Hey everybody, welcome to the show. It's going to be a fun one this week. We're going to talk about Big Jerm's win with his new sponsor, Ricky leaving Dynamic, and a lot more player movement going on. So stay tuned.
What's up? What's up?
Hey.
I hope everybody's been paying attention.
Yeah.
Because it's starting to happen. Ricky is gone. He's out at Dynamic.
Yeah, so there were people saying that he probably wasn't leaving even.
Some people still, but
Yeah.
I don't know how they could even. I mean, I don't know how.
It's the chop.
There you go.
Gone. Yeah, I mean, surprise for some, I guess.
I guess, yeah. I mean, if you've been paying attention to this podcast and to the friends of this podcast, you already known he was leaving. So
yeah. I mean, I'm not. Where's he going?
Well, that's the question.
That's the question.
I think everybody is thinking, or pretty much everything I've heard is Discraft, right?
And then there's whisperings of DGA.
Yeah, still, I guess there's some whisperings of DGA, and that would make a little bit of sense.
Yeah,
I guess. I mean, it kind of when Bob was getting interviewed on Tour Life, seemed like he was dead set on the amount of elite players they have on the elite team at Discraft, and that kind of made me start thinking, well, maybe because I was 100% on him going to Discraft. We've heard that with our sources are saying that, but it made me think like maybe they are set that there's 8 MPO players on the elite team. Then I started thinking, well, maybe he's going MVP. I don't know. I'm gonna roll with Discraft. I'm gonna roll with the boys at Disc Golf World.
he's going with Discraft.
I mean, they've been right about a lot.
Absolutely. I haven't known them to be wrong about much at all. Nothing comes to mind, so I'm going with them. And also, they're more inside than the guys from fucking Upshot. You think those guys are as deep?
I think they pretty much said that he's going to Discraft too. So.
Oh, okay, well,
yeah. I think it's Discraft.
Good. Happy for you, Rick.
Yeah, I mean it's a good opportunity for somebody else too, because I'm not saying this is what's happening, but let's just say, what if this happened, right? They tried to cut his pay a lot, like more than 50%. He said, fuck you, I'm not doing that. So, counter offer. They end up having to buy his contract out. So he's going to have money coming in from Dynamic or House of Disc, I guess I should say.
Sure.
So he could actually go to another manufacturer and play and get paid a little less, but still be making the same amount of money.
Sure.
So it's a win-win for him and another manufacturer that's going to be getting Ricky for a budget. Bad part is we're about a month away from the season starting.
Yeah. So now he's got to
pick it up, which I would assume that he's already been learning the new bag. He knows where he's going. He's been knowing where he's going. So
I would even be confident enough to say that a month is probably about enough time for Ricky.
Oh yeah,
to figure it out.
He's one of the best in the world. He'll figure it out.
Absolutely. Also, Dynamic, Kona leaving.
Oh God,
she dude. I wonder if because obviously that was such a big investment for them. Yeah. I wonder if they were like, I don't know what the situation was, because she mentioned that they were parting ways. They had come to an agreement, right? It says right here that they had come to a mutual agreement.
Yeah,
which is interesting enough. 3 years with 1 year, 1 year left of her 4-year contract. Gone. Splitting
yeah,
ways.
I mean, it's the same. The same thing was said about Ricky. They came to a mutual agreement. So what they did, they've had to buy their contracts out. Now I'm sure they had to pay Ricky a little more than Kona, but I mean, she went through some health stuff. So I mean, they can't just. You think they just couldn't screw her over, but I'm sure she's getting paid, and I'm sure we know she's going to Innova. I mean, that's been a done deal for a long time. I don't know if we've even mentioned it because it's just not in the wheelhouse, but her dad is at Innova, has been at Innova. She came from Innova. She's going back to Innova.
If Grady Shue ever goes to Innova, he needs to change his name to Grady Bjerkes. You should just take her last name at that point.
Yeah, that'd be
It'd be the Bjerkeses over there. But yeah, that makes you wonder what's going on over at Dynamic. What's happening? What's about to happen?
I don't know. It's
You know,
it's bad, and there's other stuff that we're going to talk about here in a few minutes.
yeah, I was about to say we could go ahead and jump to that if that makes more sense.
Yeah, that's fine. Innovas went straight in the Emporia and smacked Dynamic in the mouth and walked out with their college team. I mean, it's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
and I know that college disc golf doesn't, it's not the biggest news, and I don't think that you would even see this post that's up on the screen. Like, Innova made a post about it on their Instagram. Like, I don't know for sure, but I'm positive that Emporia State is not the only college disc golf team that they sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
So why did they make a point of making a post about it? Because they wanted to rub it in a little bit,
Sure.
right? But does that show how bad Dynamic is? Like, are they cutting that much fat? They trimming that much fat that they're like, yeah, we can't even keep the college team. We got to get rid of every fucking body.
Yeah, I don't know because it fucking sounds like it.
It seems rough, yeah.
Yeah, sounds like things are rough over there in a once flourishing disc golf community.
Yeah, I mean, Emporia is known for Dynamic. I mean, that's where
Absolutely.
it's. I don't know. It's bad. I think it's bad.
Yeah. Yeah. See, Eric McCabe made the comment. Just to clarify, I'm still employed as with Dynamic as their course designer / project manager and the bleed Dynamic. This decision was made solely by the team. So
yeah, and if
it was up to them.
If you think about Dynamic, man, EMAC's one of the first ones.
Absolutely.
You say he's been there from. I mean, the jump.
Man. EMAC rocks? No way.
He's been there from the jump, and it's just. That's the first thing I thought of when I seen it. I was like, "Oh shit, what's EMAC think about this?" And then he did comment this below. So
absolutely,
I guess he's still bleeding Dynamic.
Yeah, he's like, "Hey guys, my hands are tied here. I don't know what to tell you."
I don't know how much. I don't know how much a college like Innova even gives to a college. I mean, I wouldn't think it was too much. You know what I mean? So good for good for Emporia State. They got Innova.
Yeah, absolutely. At least they got Innova.
Yeah, I mean they got a hell lot more molds to choose from. I guess I don't know. I'm trying to think of something positive.
They're gonna miss their sheriffs and wardens and.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't need see. That's the thing. I don't know that. I wouldn't assume that every player on that team has to throw an Innova bag. I mean, I would sure that they have open bags. You know what I mean? But. So I don't really even, and that is one thing I will do better this year is I will learn more about college disc golf, and I'm going to watch more college disc golf because I do find it interesting, and I think that would be cool. Yeah. I mean, I think that it's more first off, it's fucking more disc golf to watch. Yeah. So
what are you, stupid? Watch it.
Can't go wrong with that. But like, I think it'd be cool. There's got to be some rivalries, I'm sure there already is. I just need to learn about.
Well, every time I've seen a clip from any college disc golf shit, it's like someone making a huge putt and then a crowd behind them being like, "Whoa!" Yeah, so much hype, and you're like, "Oh wow, it looks electric out there."
Yeah, I think that like all the players, they'll follow around like the last card and shit. So I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, it looks like Innova partnering with Emporia State to be their official equipment sponsor. Yeah, wow. Growing the future of collegiate disc golf. Yeah, there you go.
Yep. So Emporia's on fire.
Yeah. So if you didn't like Emporia before because of the wind, this just gives you that much more of a reason.
It's spreading. The fire is spreading from all the wind.
Oh,
here's
too soon.
Oh, damn! I didn't even think about that. The DGPT All-Stars. They announced a change with the All-Stars. Instead of doing what they have been doing, the week before or the week of, which is now the Supreme Flight, they're going to not do like the challenges, the distance and accuracy and all that. They're going to do a mixed doubles, 1 round event where they play best shot front 9 and alternating shots of back 9, and the teams will be drafted. So I don't know how that'll work, but the teams will be drafted. That won't be televised, I heard, but the round will be televised. And I love the idea of mixed doubles. Like I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
I don't know how much I like them moving the All-Stars to the end of the season, especially after the DGPT championship, because I don't know how. I don't know. That's a long time, and I don't know if everybody's going to be into it. Like I say, everybody's ready to get the fuck to the house.
Yeah, sure. But I like it because it's a little bit more content there at the end of the season, and I guess it makes more sense, right? That was the reasoning.
I honestly, I read the article. I didn't see much more. Like the one reasoning was that they could, like, the people that played well in 2025 can be honored for the All-Stars still in 2025, the same year, and not have to be like the next year.
Yeah.
My thing is like that, tour's long, tour's hard,
tour's rough.
So like I don't know if there's going to be too many people want to stay. I'd say I don't know if will they do it since the DGP championships in shit, where was World at? I'm having a damn Lynchburg. God, I was there and I can't even remember. I'm such a burnout. It's since the DGP championships at Lynchburg. Is the All-Star going to be there like immediately after, or is it going to be a couple weeks after? Because these people are ready. By that time, they're ready.
I think I may be wrong about this, so don't quote me, guys. But I think it did say it was going to be a little bit. Fuck, I don't want to mess this up.
Well, why not? We mess everything.
All right, here it goes. It's probably going to be a couple weeks after the last tournament.
I think I did read something like that.
I believe it's because they were wanting to make, just so that you have more content in the off season. So I'm wanting to say it'll probably be in November, December.
How many people will skip it?
I don't know. It's a good question, right? Because they don't give a shit.
Well, I mean, if it
I'm wore out, I want to go home.
If it doesn't pay,
who gives?
They're going to be like, I'm tired. It's been a long season. I don't know. It just seems like
that's where all your people over 35 are heading out. They're like, nah, I'm not doing it.
I'd say even the young ones are. If it don't make money, it don't make no motherfucking sense.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
But people still do it for
the only people that's making money off that's DGPT.
Yeah.
Unless they start paying the All-Stars. For some reason.
I don't think this is the year for
it. That's the only way that I think that everybody will be there.
I imagine DGPT is spending some money, and over the last few years they probably spent a good bit of money. I'd imagine they're probably not gonna go for that this year.
Yeah, they've
starting cool new pay thing. Like, hey, I got this idea. We're just gonna start paying you guys.
Yeah, I think from stuff from the expo, we didn't get to go, but we had boots on the ground. We had a dumpster on the ground anyway.
Yeah.
We had a disc golf dumpster fire, which he's got a podcast with Jefferson, the Disgenerates. So go check that out. But I had a couple messages with him, and he got to go to a lot of the things. And I think from what I heard, they've lost some, with Bushnell pulling out. That's some sponsorship money. And there's a few other things. So they might not have as much sponsorship money coming in this year.
Yeah.
So it's paying All-Stars. You might be right. That might be out of the question.
Yeah, I think so. If anything, they're going to be cutting back a little bit. Moving on, Brixton makes moves at the expo by adding Paul McBeth and Paula Ulibarri to the as co-owners. Man, I fucked that all up. But yeah, they announced that at the expo. That's pretty fucking cool. It's smart. Yeah, no shit. Good for the guy on at Brixton.
I'm stoked for Brixton. I'm a card guy, so it's easy for me to get excited about that. I mean, I think that makes them. McCully asked, "What about Brody?"
That's a good question. That's the idea, right? Brody made that joke, seemingly a joke on Tour Life about how he's not supporting Brixton anymore since because of one of the owners, right? Is that what it was?
Yeah,
because of the owner,
and everybody just assumed he was talking about Paul. Yeah, but actually he was talking about Uli. I think it was a joke.
Yeah,
I
think it was a joke as well. Surely he wouldn't be like, I'm not fucking buying it. I don't care if you are co-owner. Like right his.
But yeah, I think that's well. Now they got Dylan Cease, Paul McBeth, and Uli. So I mean, that seems like a strong ownership group. And not only that, but when it comes to getting people to sign the contracts to be on the cards, I think that pulls a lot of weight. Also, the big thing, with cards with me, the memorabilia cards. I think having these two guys in there as co-owners, people are going to be more willing to give up memorabilia, discs that they used in tournaments, shirts they used in tournaments. I think it's just going to make for a great Brixton product.
Yeah.
And I'm a fan of Brixton, and we've got to know, I think we mentioned it the last episode with Swiss, we've got to know, Ryan from Brixton a little bit, not much. But hopefully in the next couple of weeks, we might be having him on, and we'll get to get a little deeper in Brixton.
Absolutely.
I like to get real deep in it.
Yeah, just get him on here and get good and deep. There we go, thanks. But that's the dude. Just seeing Paul McBeth, like everything that he's put into this sport. First, it kind of makes sense that he's put his name in there. Like, hey, I'll get behind this because like he champions. He may be for 2025 the best representation of how to take care of the sport. Like you're what's the word I'm looking? Ambassador. We'll say ambassador.
Yeah.
He is the fucking best.
He really is. I mean, with the Paul McBeth,
it seems like he actually took the money that Discraft gave him and he's using it for the better. He's got the Paul McBeth.
He's investing,
like you said. He's investing in the sport. He's bringing his baby up in it. That's pretty cool. He just brings his baby to every event.
Yeah, he definitely. I mean, he's growing the sport. You can't be mad. I'm not the biggest Paul McBeth fan. I mean, I'm not a hater.
He's becoming my favorite player.
Yeah, I mean, he does a lot, man, and you got to appreciate that for a little niche sport like this. They need somebody. They need the GOAT.
Yeah,
one of the GOATs.
Yeah,
to champion the fucking sport, and that's what he's doing. You know what I mean? He's not just disappearing, and So,
and it is interesting too because years prior when he was winning, he's kind of a different person on social media and maybe in interviews where he's kind of more stoic and stone cold about it. But now he's just like, it's all love, man. I have a kid. Maybe this life isn't so bad.
He also got a couple million fucking dollars. Too.
That's fair too. But it does make me wonder if a lot of it is just because like, I don't know, I ain't really winning anything. So it's kind of like the humble.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna say he's gonna do well this year. I mean, he's a year away from the injury. I think he's got a chance to make a little bit of a fucking splash, man. He might get a couple dubs.
It's still possible. I mean, obviously last year he had some great top 3 finishes, a couple second place finishes, but he's definitely capable of doing it.
Oh yeah, he still got it.
And we said that last year, like, this year I think we're gonna say Paul's gonna.
If he keeps that fucking beard I seen him in,
I know
there's a real good fucking chance he gets a W.
It looks good.
It looks good. Looks better than the mustache where he looked like Mario.
It does. Speaking of more sponsorships, McBeth is sponsored by Vessi.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that. You informed me today about that.
For the 2025 season, they will be sponsoring McBeth along with fucking Isaac Robinson. Do they sponsor anyone else?
I don't know. That's the only two that I know of. I didn't even know about McBeth until you told me today.
That's getting in there too. He's like, hell, I need a shoe.
I will say this: Isaac Robinson just made a Instagram post or a post about the new Vessis that he got, and they have I think they're called like the sock, or what do you call those? The cuffs?
Yeah, at the top cuffs. Yeah.
And he said, and they look great. I mean, they look great. And he said you can step into a water puddle that goes up as high as that cuff and your feet will not get wet.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That is
because I've never owned a pair of waterproof shoes that were fucking waterproof.
No, absolutely. No, if there's laces right there should be water. That doesn't make sense.
They say they don't.
Get the fuck out of here.
They say they don't either. I mean, look at that. That's pretty.
They are pretty cool.
I can see me rocking them pink ones like that.
I could see you rocking
There's the ones I was talking about.
It's like someone took socks and like put tread on them.
Yeah, those Nikes. Nike has a pair that's like that. They have the
I've seen them.
The debris cuff or whatever they call that.
No, I'd wear them. I'd wear the hell out of them, but they're probably $250.
They're high.
$247 after Paul McBeth's discount you use.
P McBeach.
Yeah, use code P McBeach to get 4% off.
Yeah, I'm all about it, man. They say that they're not treated with anything. It's the way they're woven.
Yeah,
that keeps them waterproof.
Wow.
So that's
fancy. Magic weaving.
Magic weaving.
They have, that's crazy.
It is nuts.
They have a wizard weave it. Pretty neat. More news. Brandon Brown, Harper Thompson, and Jake Hebenheimer joined Heimenhammer, if you will, join
Jake Heimenhammer.
join Prodigy's core team for the 2025 season.
And this is big for us.
Yeah,
for us little
Tennessee
Tennessee boys.
Tennessee boys coming in. Yeah, East Tennessee to be exact.
One's East Tennessee. The other one's, I guess, considered middle.
Okay, well, regardless, good for them. They're going to be the faces of Prodigy.
Yeah,
they have some big fucking shoes to fill with Isaac Robinson leaving.
Yeah, I hope Brandon Brown has all the skill in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he does, and I don't know if he's going to tour. I hope he does.
Right? Yeah.
Maybe we can get him on. I mean, that would be cool because I know a lot of people don't know Brandon Brown. They probably maybe not even ever heard of Brandon Brown.
Mm-hmm.
The kid's a baller.
Yeah.
I mean, he's an absolute baller. I'm pretty sure he just has a great job and doesn't want to tour.
Sure. That's funny. Some pro disc golfers just have that. Yeah. I'm an engineer.
I would say there's probably dozens of people that could play in like the on tour and compete that just have great jobs and they're like, no, I don't want to tour for
if they're smart,
$70,000-$80,000.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Otherwise, they have to be like, yeah, I'm not going to be able to return next year. Speaking of Stacy Kiefer not returning to the tour 2025, of course, she's expecting. So
also Stacey Ronsley is not returning.
Really?
Yep, she announced, I think, yesterday.
Are both of them, or did I just fucking read it wrong?
I don't know. Well, we've known Stacey Kiefer wasn't.
Sure.
But like Stacey Ronsley.
Okay, yeah.
She announced that she's not going to tour.
Fuck.
She said it was too tough, I guess.
Well, guys, I'm pretty sure both Stacys aren't going to be touring in 2025. I don't. Maybe not. But yeah, back to the Prodigy team. This could be huge for Prodigy this year with like Hebenheimer, fucking Gavin Babcock.
Oh yeah,
Heimenhammer.
Babcock.
Yeah,
he plays for. He's on Dismania.
Oh god damn it! Get Rathbun, dude. I get Rathbun and Babcock confused.
It's easy, dude. They're Gavins.
Yeah. You know what's funny though? I didn't even think like it's because of Gavin. I'm like Rathbun, Babcock doesn't even. I don't know how I do it. But yeah, there you go. Silver Saarinen re-signs with MVP 4 more years.
Yeah,
that's what they chant for presidents.
That's big for her. Like we kind of breezed over that whenever Swiss was on. Like there's not many players signing 4-year contracts, and there's definitely not many FPO players signing it. No. I went back and looked and kind of confirmed through some people. I think the only people recent history, only FPO players in recent history that signed 4-year contracts are Paige Pierce, Kona, and Kristen Latt. So that's she's in a group of some big names,
some big names, and then Kona Montgomery.
But that's a big deal, and it seems like that's maybe. I mean, Big Jerm signed 4 years, so maybe that's a thing MVP's trying to do is lock them in for a longer period of time. And I think it's smart as hell with Silva because I think she's up and coming.
Yeah, she has nothing but potential.
How much? This would be a great question for Swiss. We should have asked, like, how much reach does MVP have in Europe? Like, is that are they as big over there as they are here? Because I mean, they're getting huge here. They're top 3 now here, but over there they might not be. So having her, one of the top European FPO players, she wins a ton of tournaments over there. That's a big get.
It is. I just wonder how much she'll like champion for the brand. I mean, I guess we follow her, but I never really see her posts.
She's been posting some workout videos. Yeah, she's very busy. She's the business lady, man. Of course. I mean, that's what she is. She's not a social media personality. Social butterfly.
That's what I was wanting to bring that up when we had Swiss on too, is like companies expect these players to have a social media influence, and it's like, man, that sucks that I guess I don't know if I think it's unfair, but kind of that we have to expect that of people now to just be like, hey, what's up everybody, welcome to the channel. We got some people just aren't that. Some people are Chris Dickerson and they're just like, I'm good at disc golf.
Then you better win.
Yeah, then you have to be fucking good. You just have to be.
And I don't think it's fair either. And like Swiss said, they don't expect that from bigger athletes or actors and shit. Whenever they do, they have to, they sign contracts for sponsorships and stuff, but like we're not that big yet. You
Yeah,
got
dude.
you got to sell.
You got to have multiple
You got to
talents.
sell plastic. You know what I mean?
You got to be an engineer on the side.
Because you could be the best player in the world, but not good, and you're not going to get as much love, I guess. You know what I mean? Or you might not even sell as many discs because you're not out there. But I mean, it's just part of it, and it does suck. And it, like you said, I don't want to say it's not fair, but it does suck.
It does.
Because you could be an absolute killer and just not be a little bit of a,
Chris Dickerson.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah, I mean, he's not a big social media guy.
He's not. And that's okay.
But he's got a good following. Thank goodness.
He does, man. I always wonder why some, other than their play, like, because people do gravitate towards players because of personality, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Duh. Why do people, I always wonder why people like players like Chris Dickerson, aside from play. Is it just play? Like, oh, he's so good. Because other than that, it's like, I like his camo jerseys. Like, I wonder what it is. What is it about Isaac Robinson other than watching him throw the frisbee, which that's good enough.
Well, Isaac does have a little bit of a personality with the boys at Alden and Gannon. And
yeah, he's low key like a deadpan funny kind of.
Yeah, and plus he was at Unchained.
Of course. I'd rather went to Unchained conference than fucking Disc East anyways.
Well, this is the thing. I've been thinking about this. Which one would I rather go to? Unchained or Disc East Expo? One, I would be leaving with an empty wallet. One, I'd be leaving with a full heart of Jesus.
Yeah.
So
that's yeah. It sounds like the conference would have been the way to go. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, would you rather come back from the conference with a bunch of good memories or come back from a conference where you have to get on social media and tell everybody that, guys, this is what it's really about?
Yeah. But, I mean, that's what you do. Lord. God damn it.
Stop. It is what you do. You gotta. I get that too. Like, I remember my high school sweetheart actually was a big Christian girl, and I wasn't in the church.
She was big like me.
She was a big Christian girl. She looked like you, but blonde wig. I just imagine you're like twirling it. But she was in church, and I actually went with her in Gatlinburg to some conference.
Hearts on Fire.
No, it was like.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's the big one they usually have.
It wasn't that. I forgot what it's called. It was something like that. It was literally like Unchained or like the Coven. I don't remember. Whatever. It was a bunch of witches. But no, I went to it with her. It was like a 2-day thing. And afterwards, like, they're high on that stuff.
Oh, yeah. Dude.
They're like, hey, we got to start being more. I forgot for a second until I went to that conference. Yeah. We got to start taking this more seriously. So yeah, I get it. Like, seeing all the posts afterwards. Aside from it, Winter Jam. There you go. Thanks, Macaulay. He's
been there.
I guarantee you, Macaulay's been to 2 or 3 Winter Jams.
Big girl with him too.
Yes, yeah. He was in the. How many pits of those Christian pits have you been in?
Just pull yourself up here, Josh.
You know it. Blasted a girl while hearing the word. All right, man, you're disgusting. But yeah, anyways, that's what they're into. Like,
keep that shit off this podcast, dude.
So to see all the posts, more than seeing even what was going on at the convention, I was seeing posts of like, hey guys, I know I play disc golf, but this is what it's really about.
Oh yeah. It's good though, man.
Good for them.
I've always been a component of faith.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I drove my son. I never went to church one time he was growing up. That motherfucker went every Sunday. Because you know what? Daddy's busting that skin out whenever he's at church. No, but I've said this to you. I don't think I've ever said it like publicly on this podcast, but I've always envied faith. And I think I kind of think it's a great thing. Like, everybody needs something, right? Everybody needs something. You can't just fucking not have anything.
I know it sucks. To not knowing blows. I would rather know. Those people know.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
They have faith. Dude.
I hate not knowing.
Let's get the fuck off this subject.
Nathan Queen signs a 1-year deal with Infinite.
Speaking of dove worshippers.
There he is. Hell yeah, brother.
No,
just signed
Nathan
a 1-year
deal. Is the coolest dude ever, maybe.
I just signed a 1-year deal with him.
Ding. Yeah, I'm stoked.
Fuck Innova.
How many people like is Infinite? I don't mean any like disrespect by this. If Nathan's Queen's listening,
if Nathan's Queen is listening,
Nathan's Queen
tell you,
or
Queen.
Nathan Queen's Queen, like it's is Infinite like a lower? Do you think do you look at an Infinite sponsored and say, oh, they're Infinite and not one of the main manufacturers? They're not.
Yeah, dude.
Would you rather be Infinite or Prodigy?
I don't know.
Or
I don't know what
rather,
liberties you get with Infinite. It seems like those guys get to do whatever they want, but Prodigy probably pays more. I'd imagine they still pay more.
Lower end Prodigy? Like, would you rather be low champion team or Infinite?
I don't know. Probably Infinite, I guess, so I could throw a mixed bag.
So too.
Right.
And I mean, you have a mixed bag, you can get, you know, cool stuff. I mean, they got cool ass stamps.
They do have cool stamps.
I mean, I think they sell.
It's like the alt brand.
I like Infinite. I used to throw a lot of Infinite before I, went all gyro.
Of course. So you're a gyronaut. That's yeah. Nathan Queen to Infinite though. I don't know. It does seem wild though, man. It's unfortunate.
Kind of look down on an Infinite sponsorship, but I don't think they should. Like, I think that's a good sponsorship, man.
Sure, and maybe like I don't really know, but
no.
Also, dude, to hear someone going from Innova to that, does that not like that sounds bummy? The people are having to leave to go. Like,
he's still got a sponsor, man. I mean, it's
absolutely. I know
he's dealt with injuries too. You know, he had that fucking his back was fucked. Like he was peaking, and then he kind of fucked his back up and went down. So he could always make a good comeback. And I don't know. I think if you was a player, let me ask you this, okay? Let me put it in different words, and please comment on this. What you think if you're listening? If you got offered $30,000, I know it's not much, but say here's your $30,000 base, right? And both companies, Innova and Infinite, offered the same thing, and they also offered the same thing when it come to your how much you make per disc that you sell and everything else. Like the contracts are exactly even. Would you rather say I'm an Innova player and have to throw Innova, or would you rather say I'm an Infinite player and get to throw an open bag and get to throw whatever the fuck you wanted?
That.
Right. Okay, Now let me ask you this. Would you rather 30,000, everything the same, or 25,000 from Infinite and everything's the same with disc sales and everything? Like, would you take a $5,000 pay cut
to stay with Infinite?
No. To be able to throw whatever the fuck you wanted. And stuff that you're more confident in, stuff you think you can win more money with.
Yeah.
Because you got to remember,
5,000, sure.
These players also, when they're not just on DGPT, when they're playing A tiers and they hit this and that, if they're sponsored by Innova, they still got to throw all that Innova, even though they're not on fucking camera.
Yeah.
I mean, you can make 5,000 at A tiers being Nathan Queen. I'm not saying that's what he's going to do, but he can make $5,000 more playing A tiers, throwing an open bag where he's more confident. Yeah. I wonder how much that weighs in. Like, I would love to talk to somebody that had to make it close to that decision, and I'm just throwing that out there. Sure. I mean, that might not even have been that close.
Sure, and I'm wondering if the sad fact is that he is taking less money going with Infinite.
Maybe,
probably.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I mean, there's a reason he either got cut from Innova or they didn't offer him enough for him to stay.
Yeah.
So I don't.
That's true. He could have left on his own accord.
I don't think that fucking he probably is taking less money, because why would he? I mean, that would be dumb. Who would take less money if he had the option to stay at Innova and make more money?
Did he have an option?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We don't know. That's what I'm wondering. If he had to leave Innova, then it's probably like, oh well, it's probably like the next step down. But hey, something. I don't know. I wonder. What do you think, McCully? Was this a step forward or perhaps lateral?
I think it's lateral, so.
Or backwards.
I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's a bad thing.
Big Jerm wins the New Zealand Disc Golf Open. Is that what it was? The New Zealand Disc Golf Open?
Yes.
That's a mouthful, kind of.
They probably have a bunch of New Zealand Opens, so
fair.
They wanted to make sure people knew what it was.
You know how huge it is over there.
Yeah. He 18 down for the tourney. They actually had to go into playoff holds against Ezra, the Peach Pirate, and ended up. I did watch the playoff.
I watched the playoff, McCully. That's I only watched the final round. Holy shit! the wind.
Yeah.
And they love the course too. All the courses they're playing, these guys are like, oh, it's amazing down here. It's so great. And they mention the wind, but it's like not anything to them. That would ruin my whole experience.
Like,
I think I'd be like, this place fucking blows.
I think
I can't throw. I can't play here.
2 or like at least 2 tournaments down there so far. The final round has just been bananas windy, like bananas windy. Yeah, but Jerm, I mean, he absolutely parked it.
He did. He parked it on the playoff hole, took the dub, and it was, he was against a few killers. He had Gossage, obviously Ezra Robinson, but MVP versus Discraft. This is your first look at it. MVP Jerm versus Ezra Robinson right there, and the fucking gyro got it. It's kind of like me versus you.
Shot a 1052.
Yeah. Top 3 guys all had new bags.
Yeah.
Oh, was that
Burge?
Burge. What's he fucking throwing?
Dynamic.
He's but damn it.
Yeah, I don't know. He's not announced yet, but he's throwing almost all.
Yeah, but dynamic. I knew he was throwing that fucking felon a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
average 1052 event, and I think that's
very
round,
solid.
The final round might have been like one of Jerm's highest rated rounds since like early 2024, and it's like his second tournament with fucking gyro.
Yeah,
it is the fucking arrows.
I guess it is. Fuck off, Innova. Yeah, that's it was awesome to watch, and they were running huge putts and the headwind.
Ooh.
Yeah, you couldn't tell it was very windy just from. Actually, you can look at the wind. Just play with it.
What did he throw right there?
I forget what they said it was. Oh, and also you gotta tip your hat to Luke Humphreys for shot knowing every disc that Ezra and Big Jerm were throwing, just so he could get it out there to the people.
Yeah, I love that.
That was huge that he did that.
That's the thing.
Fuck DGN for not.
Yeah, that's one thing that bothers me about DGN is them not telling the disc. I mean, I understand that the Discraft sponsors a tournament. They might not want to hear. Come on, man. Tell us what the fucking frisbees are.
Yeah. Look at this guy right here throw Discraft, not know how to dial in his new frisbees.
It won't be long. Oh shit! It won't be long till he's he's on point.
Absolutely. He was already hitting a few big putts with him.
That's my call. Ezra's getting more than one elite win this year.
Yeah, I'd buy it.
I'm calling.
Macaulay's praying for it. He's a big Discraft.
Hey, Macaulay, what was it that you said that was funny earlier about Ezra being so close to winning? Come up here and tell us. It was funny.
Say it in front of the class.
Say it in front of the class, dude.
The second time.
Oh, no. What you said was, I remember what it was. You said the peach pirate getting so close to the booty you can smell it or something like that.
What the fuck?
Yeah, the peach pirate getting close to the booty. It was something. It was funny.
All right. I guess that's all we got to talk about.
News-wise, yeah.
News-wise. So
run our damn ads.
Yeah, let's do some ads.
Pay the bills.
Pay the fuck. Dude, this is how we get paid, guys. So listen closely. If you're in the market for, some quality used discs, why don't you hit our friend up over at Russell Disc Off? You know what I'm saying?
He's got collectors too.
He's got the collect. Oh, hold on. Actually, buddy, let me tell you what he's got. He's got quality used discs from high-end collectibles to budget-friendly throwers. So not only you go to this guy if you're wanting, I don't know, a Firebird, maybe a 2000.
Look up a Proxy.
Maybe you want a 2017 Sexton Firebird. Oh, I'm sorry. What were you wanting to look up? The Proxy?
Proxies.
Okay, well, let's take a look here.
Proxy on here. Oh, you might have already sold it.
So, see, guys, if you don't get in there fast, other people will get it.
Yep, I think it's already gone. He had a nice dragon stamped.
And if Macaulay hit refresh, 2 or 3 more of those discs would be gone. I'm not fucking around. Macaulay,
they go quick.
Damn it. Okay, well, surprisingly, it's probably backed up. But yeah, Russell Disc Golf. What are we looking at here? Just proxies.
Yeah.
Go check them out, guys. I'm telling you, if you use code CVP10, you're going to get 10% off. And if you spend more than $50, you can use code SHIP50 at checkout. And, you'll get free shipping.
Yep. So you can pair our code with the SHIP50.
Yeah.
And get a 10% plus free shipping.
And you'd be hooking up a East Tennessee original.
That's
I mean, he's a cherry pie.
that's
what we call him.
We call that a sore dick deal.
Yeah, hard to beat.
Hard to beat.
Can't beat it.
Can't beat that thing.
Go check it out. Then when you're done with that, let's say you're like, okay, I got the Frisbee that I need. Now I need to look cool as shit. Well, look no further.
Jesus, we are loaded with the goods.
HyzerCreepDiscGolf.com?
Yeah,
I think
it is.
Go there for your horror-inspired disc golf apparel.
Look at these shirts.
Look at the shirts.
You got knives, blood dripping off of them.
Yeah. Do you like that?
Sick. Intimidate the fuck out of whoever is on your card.
Absolutely. Here's the thing. Buy them for your girlfriend. If you buy your girlfriend, I know you're dating I know you're dating a big titty goth girl that would love to wear that. She doesn't care about disc golf, but it has Michael Myers on it.
Yeah, so she's gonna wear it. Yeah.
She will wear it.
Get her a hoodie. She'll love the hoodies.
Absolutely. I love I do love the Baphomet design that they had, and the Bascomet rather. Sorry. Yeah. Ooh, sorry. Bascomet. And then the what the fuck is the clown again? Terrifier.
Yeah.
That was pretty sick. Can we call it Terrifier for copyright reasons? That's not
Hyzer.
Hyzer makes much more sense there. I see what you did there, Hyzer Creep.
Yeah, that's pretty smart.
Yeah.
I also like to when I do wear my Hyzer shirt, I like to keep a large butcher knife in one of my water bottle holders, and that way they know that you're not fucking around.
No, for sure.
That the shirt really means something.
Yeah.
And you can cut the price with the butcher knife if you use CV pod for a 15 CV pod code CV pod for a 15% discount.
That's it.
God damn, I'm good.
You're really good. And I mean, come on. Why wouldn't you want to do it?
It'd be crazy.
You'd be a dum-dum. And then let's say you got what you wanted from Hyzer Creep.
So not only do you have the Frisbee.
You got your Frisbee from Russell Disc.
You're looking like a goth 13-year-old serial killer wannabe.
Really cool.
Cool as fuck.
Cool as shit. Then you're going to want to, work out your, maybe you want, or not work out, I guess.
Warm up. Work out, both.
Sure. For the round.
You need a training tool.
And that's where DeClip comes in. And now here's the thing, guys. We've been mispronouncing it for about 3 or 4 months as D-Clip. It's not that. It's DeClip. And this tool, super fucking handy for warming up.
First off, warning from me, do not put this on your D.
No.
It's not what it's for.
That's where we got confused. We thought it was D-Clip. So we were like, okay, put it on the D. It's DeClip, like, like the clip, DeClip. Yeah,
do not put it on your D.
We had no fucking clue D meant DeClip.
I didn't piss right for 2 days.
No. If you clamp it on your Frisbee, you can go through some exercises to get your wrist, forearm warmed up. And before you know it, you'll be bombing forehands longer than you've ever done it before.
That's right. And get a lot. I think it's helping my spin, my putt now, because I've been doing the wrist workout. I put the D-clip on my putter there.
Yeah.
And I'll work it like this.
Yeah.
And I'll just do that for, I don't know, as long as it takes.
Keep going.
And I'll just do that, warm up good, and I think I'm getting way more spin.
Yeah.
Way. I mean, it's
then right at the end, it just shoots into the basket, one would say. There you go. Yeah. And also, he doesn't just have warm-up equipment. He also has chalk bags.
Yeah.
These are kind of like discreet little chalk bags, too.
Yeah.
You put your little hand in a pouch. It doesn't get powder all over the place. You don't look like a magician or a ninja. You just look, I mean, it's a quaint little chalk bag. You kind of, you put your hand in the sleeve, tap it against your other hand, and it's going to apply chalk just to the area that you need it on your fingers, not in your eyes, dumbass.
Yeah. If you want to look like a goddamn rock climber, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go climb a fucking rock.
Yeah, I've seen a lot.
This isn't rock climbing.
No,
this is fucking disc golfing.
I've seen so many the rock climbing chalk. Some assholes have like a big, like a thing.
Fucking idiots.
That they just put their fucking hand into, and they're like, ooh. I've seen rosin bags. This isn't baseball, asshole.
Yeah.
Be a man, buy DeClip chalk bag. And then when you're done there, dude, look, so you got your DeClip. What is it just DeClip? DeClip is called DeClip.
It's a training tool.
DeClip training tool. You've got your chalk bag. Now you're going to need a place to put all your Frisbees.
Yeah. That you get from Russell Disc Golf.
Golf.
They got hooks on those racks that you can hang your fucking Hyzer Creep, Hyzer. shirt on.
Absolutely. And those racks are, look at those, sleek.
They're the best racks.
It doesn't look like what I have going on, which is a shoe rack turned.
My rack looks like a 6-year-old grandma's rack. That looks like a good,
That's a legit, that's somebody who is like,
I don't know what age. Still good. That's a good rack.
That's a good rack. I don't even have my discs in racks. I have them in drawers.
That's a nice rack for sure.
Much better than a disc golf drawer.
Look at all that shit he's got hanging there.
Yeah.
Well, how much more shit do you fucking need? I mean, he's got 3 bags, a hat, a declip. He's probably got a fucking one of them chalk bags on there somewhere.
Use code CVPOD and get 15% off with these guys too.
Or there's a link in our description. You can just click on it and then buy whatever the fuck you want and you get 15% off.
There you go, guys. Hit it up.
Thanks.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Bye.
See you next week.
For your pension.